Buying a home is most likely the biggest purchase you will ever make in a lifetime. So if you already own your home or are in the market to purchase one, having to pay down your mortgage for 30 years may seem like a daunting task. So how about this? How would you like to be mortgage-free in 5 to 7 years? Mortgage Equity Acceleration gives you the strategy to pay your mortgage off years sooner than you might think possible with the same level of income and expenses that you now have.
We're going to show you how to pay off your mortgage in 5 to 7 years. This is unbelievable. And it's not as simple as just making a principal payment. There's some science behind this. I've done it. It really works. You're going to be shocked about it.
The principal and interest payment was $2,220. So that was what we were paying every month. We paid on that loan for 2.5 years. And barely put a dent in it. Our current payment is $1,650 roughly a month, so we're saving that difference in cash flow, and we're able to pay it off in roughly 9 years.
Cesar and Dee Zavalos are going to pay their house off 20 years sooner than their neighbor. They're not making double payments. They're not making biweekly payments. They haven't won the lottery. What they are doing is utilizing a unique loan program that allows them to take advantage of the equity in their home. For Dee and Cesar, it feels like they've won the lottery.
We hope to have that HELOC paid off completely by the end of this year. For somebody that's watching this that is skeptical, I would say jump in. Do it now and don't waste any more time. I wish I had done it sooner. If I had done this 4 years ago, my house would be paid off already.
What I would say to someone who was, kind of skeptical on the way it worked and, thought it might be too good to be true was that it's kind of found in the math. It's a mathematical model. The model is based on mathematics, not on fancy things and different, window dressing. It's just based upon hard mathematics. If you put more principal down on your loan, you're going to pay off your loan faster. That's a well-accepted financial principle.
Hi, my name is John Basili. I live in Westchester, New York, and I'm here to spend a few minutes and tell you about my experience with Truth in Equity. It worked for me, it can work for you. I first became aware of Truth in Equity about 3 years ago, when I just became frustrated with the monthly, day-to-day grind of paying bills, exorbitant interest rates. We were paying probably about $2,300 a month in interest. Currently, with the Truth in Equity plan, we're down to about $400 a month. Sounds like magic. It's not magic. It's really just math. And Truth in Equity gave me the confidence to move forward with a plan. Truth in Equity offers the opportunity to make a unique plan, custom designed for you. It comes down to this, really. If you believe you can change your life, this is the way to do it. Truth in Equity. It changed my life, it can change yours. Check it out.
Ceiling crisis continues to be unresolved, and we've been hearing how all of this may affect the nation's budget. But what about your budget? What about your budget? What should you be doing with your personal finances as the uncertainty continues? So joining us to talk about you, what you should be doing, not the lawmakers, is our personal finance expert, Jordan Goodman. Jordan, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be with you, Don.
So let's talk about it. It used to be your biggest investment. Now it's a big burden for a lot of people, your home. What about your mortgage? In the days left to the deadline, people should refinance and get a mortgage with a lower rate. Can they do it? Do they have enough time?
Yeah, there is time. Another strategy they can use, Don, is what's called equity optimization, where they actually refinance into what's called a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, which is at 3.5%, something like that. You can pay your mortgage off typically in about 5 years instead of 30 years on the same level of income you've got today. There's a website people can find out about that, what's called truthinequity.com.
It's made a big difference in my life to have control of my own finances. Since I got myself on this program, I now have everything I possibly can on auto pay because I know the money's going to be there. I know where the finances are all the time. And I don't have a cash flow restriction that makes me go from paycheck to paycheck anymore. the difference that's going to make in my life is it's going to allow me to take all of those interest payments and put them into another investment vehicle that will help me with retirement or with tuition or with future investments. When I've talked to my coworkers about this program, they have a really hard time getting past the interest-only loan. For some reason, they think that they're never going to get their house paid off or get their finances in order. I try to convince them that that's not true, and I'm living proof that I made my first payment within 2 months of getting on the program. I think that's pretty amazing.
I was driving home from work almost a year ago, actually, and I work 12-hour shifts down in Dalton, Georgia. It's a hospital down there.
At first I thought, oh, Craig, what are you getting into?
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah.
This was all him. It's what he heard on the radio, but seeing how he was excited about it, and when he showed me the actual numbers on the computer screen of once he spoke with Bruce, I was the skeptic at first and thought, if this is so good, why isn't everybody doing it? I think that's exactly what I said to you.
That's exactly
but once you see the numbers on the computer screen, and numbers, they don't lie, and see how quickly
and where we are
your
right
debt
now,
could be
we're
erased.
8 months in, and we've already paid off $12,000 on the principal of our present loan already, which is huge compared to where we were 5 years into our other loan. So
previous, we truthfully were living pretty much paycheck to paycheck. It was kind of rough. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and we have basically Craig's income. But living paycheck to paycheck is very stressful.
Right.
This has been a blessing to our family. It's been a big answer to prayer in that we feel free. You're not so stressed out paying the bills. It's freed up. Currently over $600 a month, and then when we pay off our van, it'll be over $1,000 a month freed up for us that we wouldn't have had before. So it's been huge in our lives. I would say do it. From a family that has basically one income, it has totally changed our lives. We don't live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I was a skeptic at first, didn't really want to do it. Craig was like, well, let's just try and see what happens. I said, okay. And I'm so glad that he did, because it has freed up so much money. In the next couple of months, it'll be over $1,000 a month for us. And so I would say go for it, try it. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Give me the website once more.
Truthinequity.com.
Yep.
And you actually fill out a little form on there, and then they come back and say, in your situation, this is how it could save you tons of money.
All right. I'm very curious.
Good.
Skeptical?
That's good.
But curious.
Absolutely.
Jordan, thank you very much.
Tom.
Jordan
Appreciate it.
Goodman. We'll be right